Right friends, welcome back to second capsule. This is on demonetization, cashless economy. Now what is to be done on way to become cashless economy? It is not that easy in a diverse country like India. It is a time consuming exercise and we deliberated in detail about demonetization almost 2 weeks ago, and at that time we discussed in 30 minutes lecture the after effects of demonetization, positive aspects as well as negative aspects we discussed in detail in that lecture. Now this is continuation. This is the second lecture on demonetization, and after a week or so we will present the third lecture also on demonetization. Now I am concentrating on what next. Demonetization of 500 rupee notes as well as rupees 1000 notes became a reality and government cannot reverse it, and it has got its own effects. That means some positive effects like reduction in terrorist activities, at the same time a blow to Maoist activity, at the same time smugglers and drug peddlers and fake note holders. It is a death blow to all of them. So these are the positive aspects, and if you look at the negative aspects, common man are suffering badly and unorganized sector is worst affected. So demonetization has got its positives as well as negatives, and now we are concentrating on what next. Demonetization became a history, and what are the steps to be taken by the government. And here the first and the foremost is give more emphasis on digital transactions. It cannot be done overnight in a diverse country like India. It is a time consuming exercise, and at the same time the financial literacy of the people is also not up to the mark. Massive education is required with regard to digital transactions, and the first and the foremost point which I have given is more emphasis on digital transactions, especially money transfer through IMPS as well as UPI, along with the time tested channels of NEFT and RTGS. And the organization behind all these activities is NPCI, don't forget, National Payments Corporation of India. It was established by 10 core promoter banks. It is not established by RBI. It is established by 10 core promoter banks, basically for digitalization of various retail payments across the country. This NPCI or National Payments Corporation of India came into existence, and all of you are familiar with RTGS as well as NEFT. I have given details about NEFT here. This is National Electronics Fund Transfer, and here as per the RBI circular, no minimum, no maximum is prescribed, but this is normally used for amounts up to rupees 2 lakhs and above rupees 2 lakhs, or you can say rupees 2 lakhs and above, RTGS is used. And here this National Electronics Fund Transfer works on the principle of deferred net settlement. That means it settles the transactions in batches. It combines various transactions and sends at specified timings. It operates in batches, and this is for small value transactions. It is not on 24/7 basis. It is available only during fixed hours of the day. And if you look at RTGS means real time gross settlement. It is for high value transactions. Minimum is 2 lakhs, maximum no limit. And this is sent on individual basis. That means instruction by instruction basis it is sent, and normally it is expected to take place immediately. And all of you are familiar with these two things, NEFT as well as RTGS. And one important aspect is these two work during specified hours of the day, and for them to operate it requires IFSC code. IFSC code is Indian Financial System Code. This is 11-digit code. In fact, they are not digits all. First 4 are alpha characters. If it is State Bank of India, it is SBIN. Next letter is 0, and next it has 6 digits which represent a representative branch. So through NEFT or RTGS, IFSC code is required So it is 11 digit alphanumeric code, right? So this is IFSC code, and let us look at IMPS and UPI. This IMPS as well as UPI, these two are available on 24/7 basis. This IMPS is immediate payment service and it works on USSD protocol. Most important is, here two things are very important. If you look at IMPS, smartphone is not required. Even basic features phone can do the transaction. Second important aspect is, for IMPS, internet connection is not required. It uses the protocol USSD. USSD protocol is unstructured supplementary service data, and here 7-digit mobile money identifier is generated. So if someone talks about MMID, that is mobile money identifier, and it is a 7-digit, and this is to be linked with the bank account, and money transfer is possible, and it is suitable for rural areas and where uneducated, economically weaker sections people are there. So here this is possible with basic features phone. Smartphone is not required. That's why it is suited for economically weaker sections as well as uneducated people, and basically for rural areas, right? So this is all about IMPS, that is immediate payment service. This can be utilized by the people where a smartphone is not there. Then smartphone is must for unified payment interface. This unified payment interface was recently devised or launched by NPCI, and several bank accounts can be mapped to one UPI, and this mobile application can be downloaded, and here virtual payment address is created. VPA, virtual payment address, is created, and one UPI can be linked with many accounts, and here the important requirement is a smartphone and internet connectivity. So it is best suited to urban areas and well developed rural areas. So these are the differences between IMPS as well as UPI. So money transfer is possible through RTGS, NEFT, IMPS, UPI, right? So let us look at other aspects. Start massive education drive. This is the need of the hour. Start massive education drive with regard to cashless economy among the masses. In all the schools and colleges, students should be trained with regard to the operationalization of electronic transfer, and at the same time use of mobile wallets. There are several mobile wallets, so please look into this slide. ICICI Bank has got Pockets, then Axis Bank has got Lime, then HDFC has got PayJob. These are all mobile wallets, and recently mobile wallets came into the news, and they are categorized as prepaid payment instruments. All these mobile wallets comes under prepaid payment instruments, and the regulator for them is also Reserve Bank of India, don't forget. So what I mean to convey is massive education is required among the masses. Then next important aspect is incentivize digital transactions. If somebody is doing a transaction by digital means, incentivize individuals. If somebody is paying ₹1,000 through digital transactions, give him some incentive of ₹5 or ₹10, something like that. So incentivize digital transactions, and simultaneously steps to be taken to improve digital literacy, and at least one person in each household should be given training in digital banking, and that should be worked in a mission mode, just like Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana. Next one is to discourage cash transactions, impose cash transaction tax. If somebody is doing cash transactions beyond certain limit, say ₹2 lakh, then that person should be imposed certain tax. That may be banking transaction tax or cash transaction tax, whatever name you call it. Please disincentivize cash transactions. Incentivize digital transactions, disincentivize cash transactions. So this should go on parallelly. Next one is raise the present government values of the assets like buildings, land, etc. The basic problem is government value may be 10 lakhs, but the actual value where people sell and buy may be rupees 1 crore. There is a huge gap between government values and the actual values in various towns and cities, and please raise the values with some independent committee, and these values are to be revised transparently, and there should not be gap between government value as well as the real value of real estate. That is the most important thing required to eliminate the black money in future, right? And at the same time, stamp duty on property registrations, please reduce them. Increase the government value and reduce the stamp duty on these registrations. This is utmost need of the hour. And after reviving the government values of real estate properties, link all the properties with owners or title holders along with their mobile number, Aadhaar number as well as bank account. So link all the properties in our country, or you can say map all the properties in our country with their Aadhaar numbers, and if any income is there from that property, that should go to the authorized bank account. So this is the utmost need of the hour so as to eliminate the ill effects of black money in future. So the integration of mobile, bank account number, Aadhaar number is the need of the hour even for registrations of properties. Then private sector educational institutions are acting as conduits for black money. If somebody wants some admission in some reputed institution, you will get a receipt for rupees 2 lakhs and they are charging 5 lakhs, 6 lakhs. Please ensure transparency in educational institutions. That is the need of the hour. Then tax havens are acting as another source of dubious activity. And round tripping is the most important problem here. And round tripping is the major problem faced by developing countries like India. Please look into this slide. This slide indicates what is the meaning of round tripping. Our money is going to foreign land. It goes through Hawala route and over invoicing and under invoicing in imports or exports, and subsequently that money land in some tax haven, and subsequently in the name of shell companies and in the name of participatory notes, that money comes back to India and invested in Indian stock market. So this is known as round tripping. So tax havens acting as another source of dubious activity. So this is to be controlled immediately. And next one is obtain the experience of Kenya. In Kenya, almost 85% of day-to-day transactions takes place digitally, and M-Pesa, which was launched by Vodafone, is the most successful experiment in the world, and please learn from the successful experiment of countries like Kenya. Then if you look at the other aspect, if people feel that there will be scarcity for new notes, because nowadays new notes are not available freely, so if people feel that there will be scarcity for few more months to come, there is every possibility that people may hoard currency notes. All of you heard about hoarding of pulses. When people are expecting scarcity, people hoarded pulses. Similarly, hoarding of new currency notes may also take place. When people feel that currency notes may not be available freely in future, so as to dispel that impression, please make available currency notes freely in the country. Then sweeping powers now given to income tax authorities, and there is every possibility that people may be frightened because of sweeping powers given to income tax authorities, and this may lead to tax terrorism, which is not good for the country. So government should keep a watch on the tax terrorism aspect. if you look at other aspects, this printing of rupees 100 as well as 50 notes should be expedited, and if required, presses of reputed countries can be utilized, because due to the cash crunch, small scale industries and informal sectors are worst affected. So ensure the availability of small value notes immediately, even by giving orders to the presses abroad. So these are important points which I have stressed upon as far as next steps to be taken after demonetization. Right friends, we will continue this series of demonetization, what next, again maybe after 2 weeks. And with this, let us conclude this lecture. Have a nice day. Please do join for other capsules.